以掌声特别欢迎来自艾瑞娱乐的 CEO 和他们的总裁 Jonathan 先生来给我们讲几句话。掌声欢迎 Jonathan。对。
Yeah. Welcome everyone to the Christina Aguilera Back to Basics Asia Tour press conference.
大家晚上好，欢迎各位前来参加 Christina Aguilera 返璞归真的亚洲巡演的新闻发布会。
We have media, friends, promoters from all around Asia, including Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, Hong Kong, and of course China.
今天呢，我们是所有的媒体，包括演出商等各界的朋友聚集一堂。他们当中呢，有来自新加坡的、泰国的、菲律宾的、马来西亚的和我们中国的朋友。
It is a privilege to have Christina Aguilera here today.
我感到邀请 Christina Aguilera 来我们内地做表演非常的荣幸。
Her accomplishments are outstanding. Sold over 25 million records worldwide. She has won 4 Grammy Awards and 1 Latin Grammy. She's wowed audiences all over Europe, North America, and recently Japan and Korea with her Back to Basics tour.
Christina Aguilera 呢是一个非常有成就的艺人，因为她唱片的销量是达到4500万张。而且呢，他曾经获得过4项格莱美奖，1项拉丁格莱美奖，而且在欧洲、世界各地都拥有众多的听众。
She has hundreds of fan clubs throughout Asia and China, and her popularity continues to grow rapidly here.
而且他在中国呢，也拥有他专门的歌迷的俱乐部，所以他的这个在全球的流行度呢，也在以非常非常快的速度增长。
M Entertainment is proud to be the promoter of the Shanghai show. Tomorrow night, June 26th, at Shanghai Grand Stage at 7:30 p.m.
那作为这次演唱会的主办方呢，艾玛娱乐呢感到非常的荣幸，能够请到 Christina Aguilera 来进行表演。那么明天晚上的7点30分，就在上海大舞台，她将举行盛大的演出。
This is a show that everybody will want to see.
这个演出呢，我想是在座的每一位朋友都期待看到的，包括我们整个内地的朋友。
We thank all the media here today for being here, and we want to wish Christina Aguilera and her team a wonderful stay in China, in Asia, and very successful shows.
我再次感谢媒体的光临，在这儿呢，我也希望Christina Aguilera 的一行，他们能在上海呢过得非常的愉快。谢谢各位。
谢谢。
Thank you. Okay, welcome Christina.
Hello.
To Shanghai.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, we're going to have a Q&A session. Why don't we start our, interview just by a question? How do you feel about making the first trip to China?
How do I feel? A little jet lagged, but I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited to be here. Thank you for welcoming me here in Shanghai. I've never been to China before, so it's very, very exciting for me to be here. So you're giving me my first experience.
他说呢，首先非常感谢大家欢迎我的到来，因为我以前真的是从来都没有来到过中国，所以这一次的经验相信对我来说是一次全新的体验。好，接下来呢，我们就请现场的记者呢提出我们的问题。Now let's just have a Q&A session, and if you have a question, just raise your hand. I will pick 4 or 5 lucky guys who raise their questions. Okay, that one.
Hello.
Hello, Christina.
Hello.
First of all, welcome to Shanghai.
Thank you.
I'm Kenny from Hong Kong Cable TV. I understand that this is your first time performing in Mainland China.
Yes.
Do you have anything to say to your fans in Shanghai, China? And are you learning any Chinese to maybe say to your fans at the concert?
Well, I just got it an hour ago, so that's asking a lot for me to say something in the language. But on stage, I definitely do. Whenever I travel to a new country, a new city, a new place, I do like to kind of learn a few of the native terms of certain keywords and phrases to address my audience. And I just want to address the fans that are coming or anybody that made it possible for me to be here. A huge thank you for your love and support and for following me with every album, or if you just came aboard on the last one, it's much appreciated, and I just can't wait to show you what I can do on the stage here in Shanghai.
And just to let you know, if you have time, I can show you around Shanghai.
can?
Even though I'm a tourist myself.
To be a personal guy?
Right. Okay. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you.
Okay, those guys give me a hard time. Okay, a little bit wrong. 刚才呢是来自 OK， 刚才呢是来自这个香港有线电视的一个记者，他说呢，你作为第一次来到这个中国内地，有什么想对你的 fans 说的 ？Christina 他说呢，我感到非常的高兴。当然，他说你有没有学过任何的中文？当然他说，因为我差不多是1个小时之前刚刚到上海的吧，所以呢，就是还不会说太多的中文。当然我在舞台上在表演的时候，可能尽可能的会学那么1、2句中文。当然，对我本人来说，我真的很感激所有的歌迷所给予我的热情。比如说，我出版的每一张专辑，他们都是积极的去购买，所以用这种方法来支持我，所以我感到非常非常的高兴。OK， 然后我们这位记者说，如果有空的话，我会带你到上海去逛一逛。他说非常乐意。OK，next question.
Hi. You call your album and your tour Back to Basics. This is some kind of a fun return to your past. And one question, what song in the album best describes your current state of mind? And also, you were in Star Search several years ago. Do you remember a Filipina girl was also in the contest? Her name was Josephine Roberto.
3 questions in one.
First
question. I think the first question was
About the title, why?
about the title, Back to Basics. For my album Back to Basics, I wanted to revert back to a time and a place in music that truly inspired me the most, and that's elements of blues, jazz, and soul music from the 20s, 30s, and 40s. I also wanted to accompany that kind of sound, but with a modernized twist and feel to it in my own interpretation of that style of music, with the look and feel of the old glamour Queens, Hollywood sirens of, say, your Marilyn Monroes to Marlene Dietrich's, Jean Harlow's, to Veronica Lake's. There were so many to draw from as inspiration. And so basically Back to Basics is going back in time and being inspired by the look and feel of the 20s, 30s, and 40s.
OK， 刚才呢，我们这位记者先 first question，I will translate。刚才我们记者提的第一个问题就是说，你这张最新的专辑啊，为什么取名字叫返璞归真？Christina Aguilera 是这样说，他说主要呢，我是希望就是说回归到一种给我产生很多灵感的这个音乐。他说在这张专辑当中呢，我大部分演绎的呢都是上世纪的30、40年代的一些像爵士音乐、布鲁斯音乐和灵魂音乐。但是呢，我在演绎这些作品的时候呢，我会加入很多现代的感觉，就是不是完全的呈现那个年代的感觉，加上了现在很多这种比较当代的、时尚的一些元素在里头。当然，他说我也希望通过这张专辑呢，能够向上世纪30、40年代的很多好莱坞的一些巨星来致敬，因为他们给我产生了很多的灵感。他特别列举到了像上世纪年代当中的玛丽莲·梦露，像这个马林·戴德利和 Jean Harlow 等很多很多好莱坞的巨星。这是他的第一个问题。Second.
The second question was,
What song on the album?
what song on the album best describes it? You know, I wrote that album about probably 2 years ago at this point. I've been promoting it and touring it over the past year, and before that I took a whole year to record and write it. So at that time, I mean, since then I've grown into a completely different person, but and I'm already getting inspired while being on this tour for what the next album will be, which I do with all of my tours. I get inspired for what the next look and sound and feel will be, which will be completely different from this one. But for the moment, I do love what I was able to do with that. And I think the overall feel of the record is just a sense of happiness and a sense of peace. And, you know, having just, you know, gotten married over the past year and a half, kind of finding that sort of sense of home and peace in your life has really been an amazing thing. So it's made me enjoy this piece, this chapter of my life, and touring the record even more so than my other previous tours.
刚才呢，我的这位记者问的第二个问题就是说，你认为在这张专辑当中最体现你思想的是哪一个部分？那 Christina Aguilera 她是说了，她说呢，其实对于我来说，这张专辑啊，我希望突出的是我所取得的幸福感觉，包括因为我已经结婚了，所以呢，我希望通过这张专辑呢，能够反映出这种幸福的感觉和和平的感觉。通常呢，因为这张专辑里面的很多歌曲呢，都是我在上一次做巡回演出的时候，受到的灵感特别创作的。我通常都会在一张专辑问世之前，在举行演唱会的时候，会为下一张专辑来做准备。好，因为时间关系呢，我们下一个问题就抛给另外一个记者了。Sorry, because only 2 questions. Okay. The third question. Let me see. Okay.
你好，我是来自上海新闻晨报的记者。是这样的，我的问题是这样，就是我们都知道 Chivas 带了很多世界顶级的歌手来到上海，然后我想问一下，作为其中的一员 Christina 是她的感受如何
Okay. I'm from Shanghai Morning Post. I would like to ask you a question. You know, Chivas is a very famous brand, and so far they have brought so many artists to China to give performance. Actually, Christina is one of them. So, as one part of this, kind of continuous concert trip, do you have anything you would like to say as part of Chivas music?
Well, I want to thank Chivas for making it possible, and I think it's really great that artists do have companies that allow and help artists to bring their music overseas and to share it with new audiences and different people around the world. I mean, I think it's really great that I was given this opportunity to come here. So thanks to Chivas.
他说呢，我特别感谢芝华士能够给我这样一个机会，因为他们每一次带来艺人呢，其实就是能够让这个艺人接触到新的一些文化，接触到很多新的一些观众，所以我对这次机会呢也是感到非常的珍惜。再一次感谢芝华士音乐。Okay, the fourth question. 大家把那个照相机放下好吗？因为艺人觉得有点别扭啊，请大家还是配合一下。
Associated Press. I just want to ask, you've been touring, as you say, for quite some months with this album. Maybe getting to the end of the cycle, what is next? There was some talk at some point of maybe you acting some. Would you consider doing something like that, or will you be taking some time off?
No, absolutely. I am looking forward to really sinking my teeth into another form of what I feel is another creative outlet for me, and that would be acting. And that's why I've taken my time thus far in kind of reading a lot of scripts, taking it all in, kind of absorbing what that world is about, getting to know people in that industry, because it is very different from the music industry. And it is something that when I do attempt to do it, I want to do it right. So it's important for me that I do choose the right first role for myself. A good, meaty, juicy role I'm looking forward to. Could be a small part, a big part, it doesn't matter, it just has to be the right film the first time around. And, I will be taking a little bit of a break whenever I finally can be in my own bed for a minute after about, a good year of being on the road and promoting this album, which has been a blast. But I am looking forward to some time off, and during that time I do have my sights set on reading a lot of scripts and really buckling down to that one that is right for me.
好，刚才我们这位记者呢提出一个问题，就是你最近一段时间一直在为这张最新的专辑呢进行巡演。那么我曾经听说呢，你在这个巡演暂告一个段落之后呢，会抽出一些时间休息一下，是不是有这么回事儿？Christina Aguilera 刚才就回答了，他说其实呢，我的确像你所说的，会抽一点时间钻研一些其他的领域，比如说演戏方面。当然我在演戏呢是不太讲究这个角色到底是主角还是配角，只要是这个剧本很好，这个电影很好。当然我一般在接触这个剧本的时候，我会非常的谨慎，我希望就是说我拿到的这个电影的剧本呢是非常好的，非常的有质量的，所以这样对我的演艺道路来说可能是比较好。当然，最近一段时间一直在为新的专辑来做宣传，所以也感到比较累。所以我觉得一个艺人也应该享受卧床休息的这种权利吧。所以目前的打算就是这些。Okay, the last question.
跟 to Shanghai, Christina.
Thank you.
I have actually 2 questions. Back to Basics went number 1 in 13 countries, including China and Taiwan. How long did you record this? How long did the recording take place? And what was your childhood days like in Japan?
I like this question. It took me a good year to get all the ideas together, the vision, and the team aboard in making that vision come to life for Back to Basics. Being a double disc, of course, it wasn't my first intention to do that, but as the material started coming and you know, the creative process goes, what I was coming up with Linda Perry on one side of the record on disc 2 was different from what I was coming up with DJ Premier and others on different. So for me, it was kind of the best of both worlds, and I couldn't leave behind any of the little babies that we were creating, so it was important for me to include both. So it took some time. Next album will not be a double though. It was great for Back to Basics, but we'll keep it short and sweet next time. But just as passionate and fun. Second question, what were my childhood days in Japan like? I love Asian culture. I have amazing memories from my 3 years spent growing up as a child in Japan. My father was in the military, so that's why we moved around quite a bit. And I just love coming back to the opportunity I get. I love exploring and experiencing new culture, hearing different languages. I'm just like my mom, I have an ear for it. So I just love learning new things about how other people live around the world. So I love being here, and experiencing Shanghai for the first time will be part of an amazing memory. I'm sure that I'll take with me and cherish forever.
好，刚才呢，我们这位记者呢提了2个问题啊。首先呢，第一个问题是关于他这张最新专辑，这张新专辑有2张 CD， 他说大概花了多少时间？今天2个他说因为这张CD， 我多花了1年左右的时间，从整个的是有灵感制作到最后完成，差不多1年左右的时间。他说本来我想将这张专辑做成2张 CD 啊，本来呢是2 CD， 后来呢越来越多了，很多的东西呢就出来以后就不认识了，所以呢就最后呢就把它累积到以后这张专辑告诉大家是绝可能2张 CD 了。另外我们这位还问他第2个问题是关于你对这个童年时代在日本度过这段时间的美好的回忆。他说呢，我在日本当时待了3年，因为我请的是是去黑人，所以经常是外面跑来跑去，所以我也是在日本待了3年时间。虽然3年非常短，但是对我来说，对亚洲文化是非常的迷恋的。因为我上每次亚洲都有会做让我探索亚洲文化，然后呢听到不同的语言，学习到不同的东西，也可以来到上海，是我完全第一次的体验，我感到非常新鲜，很美。Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks everyone for coming out today. It's much appreciated.
3年，因为我请的是是去黑人，所以经常是外面跑来跑去，所以我也是在日本待了3年时间。虽然3年非常短，但是对我来说，对亚洲文化是非常的迷恋的。因为我上每次亚洲都有会做让我探索亚洲文化，然后呢听到不同的语言，学习到不同的东西，也可以来到上海，是我完全第一次的体验，我感到非常新鲜，很美。Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks everyone for coming out today. It's much appreciated.
学习到不同的东西，也可以来到上海，是我完全第一次的体验，我感到非常新鲜，很美。Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks everyone for coming out today.